Well, it was an honor to be called out here to speak, especially speaking with guys like Kano Phillips and Ryan Mack. Today, I guess maybe they wanted me to talk about my gym, how I donated 114 bikes, so got Business of the Year. But I didn't bring none of that up because I had a message today. And the message is, you have to turn your mess into a message. If you ever been through anything traumatizing, if you ever got molested, if you ever had parents that was crackheads, if you ever been in a domestic relationship, you have to realize that. And if you made it out of that situation, you got to realize that you got the recipe that can save a kid life. It's kids right now that's going through those same situations that don't know how to get out of it. They're thinking about committing suicide. They're thinking that they're failures because they don't know how to get out of it. So my message today was that you have to turn your mess into a message.
So it's evaporated. Jobs have evaporated. So we're looking at a dynamic now where what can I go ahead and do besides put myself in a situation where I'm depending on whatever job might be out there for me, but I can't get it. Because numbers after the jobs we used to have, we used to go ahead and walk out of college with a bachelor's degree, walk into a job, and they'll give you $55,000, $60,000, $65,000 a year. What they're doing now is they're pushing all of you out, and they take the college kids who just happen to go ahead and say, well, you know, we can get this kid in here, kid just happen to get a job. Let's get $35. Basically cutting everything that you've been making along the way. And so what does that leave you? So it puts you in a position where you got to start looking and preparing for your future. Big three is gone. Automotive industry ran up out of here. So when the big three went, pinches went. So now, what is it you want to go ahead and do to prepare yourself to make sure that, number one, you're going to be able to go ahead and look around in your 60, 65, 70, like I was telling Brother Ed here. I don't want to find myself in a situation where I'm 65 years old where I have to go to work. I have to figure out a way to go ahead and bring some kind of income. You got to go ahead and put yourself in a position where you build something.
I still remember the first guy that was my client when I was in prison. He was 400 pounds, and he saw me running the track. And he said, hey, but I was known for cooking every day. If anybody been in prison or know somebody in prison, a cook-up is like ramen noodles, chips, and things like that. So I cooked one of those every day. And this guy, he like 400 pounds, so he stopped me. He said, hey, young blood, you cooking up? I said, yeah, I'm cooking up. You want to get down? He said, no, I really don't got no money right now. So I said, listen, just walk the track with me, and I'm gonna make sure you get a bowl. So he's like, how long you gonna walk? I said, I'm gonna go walk about 2 miles. He said, oh, hold on, man. I said, just walk with me. So we walking, we talking. I'm asking him questions about his life, and we looked up. We done walked 2 miles. So he said, that wasn't that bad. The next day we walked. Eventually, I got him to jog with me. And then after that, I got him to run with me. And we looked up, he lost like 130 pounds. And I remember him being so excited coming to my cell, like, the doctor told me I don't gotta take that pill no more, the high blood pressure pill. And then he came to my cell again. He said, man, my wife, man, she wouldn't work out the marriage. Because he was so depressed, he was calling, nagging, and then he lost all the weight, and he gained his confidence back, and now his wife wanted to work the marriage out. So when he told me that, and I seen how excited he was, I felt good. He eventually went home and wrote me and said, I want to thank you for saving my life. He said, my daddy died of a heart attack. He said, my granddaddy died of a heart attack, and you helped save my life. So ever since then, at the time, my intentions wasn't really coming home to be a trainer. I had all type of other stuff I wanted to do, but when he told me that, that's when I knew. I felt it in my gut. I said, okay, I know what I gotta do. So I came home with no money, 450 credit score. My wife got pregnant, on parole. Everybody telling me no. However, I took the money I had to get the piece of equipment I needed, which was a $5 yoga mat. I stood outside at Wisdom. I trained one person, charged them $5. 30 days later, I had 30 people giving me $5. 6 months later, I had my own gym. And that's when I kind of realized that when I stopped focusing on myself and started serving others, that's when God started taking care of me. That's when I didn't have to really want for nothing. Like in my gym right now, we give away a lot of free classes, a lot of free food, a lot of free everything. And people are like, how's you giving out all this free stuff? And right now, I still live in abundance. I can't really explain how. Just like 2 months ago, I got a knock at my office. A white guy came in, pulled out a checkbook, wrote me a 5-figure check. I said, what is this for? He said, I see what you're doing, just keep going, and left. I can't explain everything, you know? And you know, I realized that at the end of the day, God just wanted me to turn my mess into a message.
Amen.
That's it. And just yesterday, you know, just in closing, because I know we're going to in closing. Just yesterday, a dean of a school came into my office and said, I want to know, can you help me? I said, help with what? You know, I'm thinking exercise, fitness. She said, no. She said, that too. But at my school, the kids is below the poverty level of 133% or something like that. And she said, I got a box this big with suicide notes for 5th graders, 6th graders, 7th graders, said they want to kill themselves. Can you help me? At first I'm like, oh, hold on, I don't want that load on my shoulders now. I'm looking at my phone, I'm like, and I actually had something booked, a very important meeting that can result in some money. But I realized again, I thought about my first client, thought about how I helped him, and he said, I saved his life. I said, you know what? I don't have the answers. I'm not a psychologist or nothing like that, but I'm gonna come help. If I gotta go and call Kenny Anderson, Kano, and give me a team, we coming. I know some guys that, you know, that know some people. So, you know, I told her, I said, you know what, I can reschedule that, I'll be there. And that's when I realized, I said, you know what, I think it's everybody's obligation to turn a mess into a message. Some of y'all have been through some hard times, some traumatic experiences. Both parents was probably on drugs, some of y'all have been molested, been put up for adoption, and somehow y'all made it here. Somehow y'all still homeowners. Somehow you still got a master's degree. But however, you're not turning your mess into a message. It's kids right now that's thinking about killing themselves because you didn't tell your story. You didn't tell a kid how you overcame any of those things. You sat quiet because maybe the fear of how people look at you. Maybe you got a corporate job and you just feeling so uppity that you don't want nobody to know that your parents is crackheads, that you cried at night. Honestly. Everybody, if you've been through something, it's your obligation to turn your mess into a message.
Thank you, Jermaine Brenner, for that wonderful